This Wednesday, March 4th.
Temperatures soar into the mid to lower 40s for your Friday with lots of sunshine. We kick off Valentine's Day weekend, and all your forecast details are next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a major update tonight in the search for Nancy Guthrie. New details about the masked suspect caught on camera and a key piece of evidence found near her home. Plus, more details on what changes Michiganders might see in the next state budget. And UPAWS is looking for nominees for their annual awards. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
A first look at your forecast. It's really going to taste of spring, and it's not that long-lived, so really take in every moment that you can. Soak in every ray of sunshine. We get lots of it for your Friday, and temperatures rounding off into the lower 40s for us into Marquette, but across the Upper Peninsula we're looking at mid to upper 40s for some of us too. So it kicks off a fun-filled weekend. We have the UP 200, Valentine's Day, and President's Day on Monday. I'll break down all your forecast details in just a few short minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. The FBI has increased its reward to $100,000 for information leading to the location of Nancy Guthrie or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. Andres Gutierrez is in Tucson with the latest.
The FBI has released new information about the armed and masked individual who stood on Nancy Guthrie's doorstep on the night she was abducted, now referring to the person as a suspect. Authorities describe the masked figure as a male, approximately 5'9" or 5'10", with an average build. In the video, he's wearing what officials have identified as a black 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker backpack. Also on Thursday, FBI agents continued to search the desert terrain surrounding Guthrie's home and continued to reach out to Guthrie's neighbors, requesting more video from home surveillance cameras.
They did ask specifically for the 31st of January and the morning of the 1st of February. And then they wanted to know if we saw anything suspicious on our cameras since then.
Sources close to the investigation tell CBS News they recovered a pair of gloves about 1.5 miles away from Guthrie's home. Investigators are testing them for DNA. According to the Pima County Sheriff's Department, several hundred detectives and agents are now assigned to the investigation. Earlier Thursday, Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie took to social media to share footage and photos of her mother, Nancy, taken decades ago. Accompanying the images was a message, quote, "Our lovely mom, we will never give up on her. Thank you for your prayers and hope."
Turning now to the Winter Games and a controversy involving an athlete from Ukraine. Skeleton racer Vladislav Herashakovich has been banned from competing for refusing to ditch his helmet that honors athletes killed in Russia's war on his country. The International Olympic Committee has pleaded with the Olympian not to wear the headgear that features faces of fellow athletes who died in battle. Olympic rules don't allow for political gestures during competition. The decision had the IOC president fighting back tears.
I really wanted to see him race today. It's been an emotional morning. I don't think anyone is disagreeing with the messaging.
Herashkovich said the price of honoring teammates who died was more important than any medal. Calling it the largest deregulation in U.S. history, President Trump and the head of the EPA announced a major change for greenhouse gas emissions. They say it will save more than $1 trillion in regulatory costs and make cars and trucks cheaper. But scientists and environmental groups say erasing the regulation poses significant health risks. Erica Brown is following the story from Washington.
President Trump formally revoked what's known as the endangerment finding at the White House on Thursday. The scientific ruling has served as the EPA's legal backbone for regulating greenhouse gases that impact public health.
In 2009, Barack Hussein Obama, his EPA designated fossil fuels such as oil, gas, and other things that actually make factories rock and roll and other things drive very nicely as a threat to health and human welfare.
Among the changes, EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin says this will roll back emission standards for vehicles going back to 2012. President Trump, who often refers to climate change as a hoax, promised cost savings from the rollback and shrugged off health concerns Americans may have.
I tell them don't worry about it because it has nothing to do with public health. This was all a scam.
In 2007, the Supreme Court found greenhouse gases are air pollutants subject to the Clean Air Act. And now environmental groups are preparing legal challenges to keep the endangerment finding in place.
This action flies in the face of science.
Dr. Gretchen Goldman is president of the Union of Concerned Scientists. She says the administration is allowing the fossil fuel industry to, quote, run amok.
We're going to see some immediate impacts of this, increases in emissions and health harms in communities.
Statements from several auto companies and groups are welcoming the changes, but add they are committed to reducing emissions.
On Wednesday, President Trump signed an executive order directing the Defense Department to buy more electricity from coal-burning power plants, and he was given a trophy that said undisputed champion of beautiful clean coal by an industry group. Michigan lawmakers are reviewing Governor Gretchen Whitmer's executive budget recommendation as she prepares for her final State of the State address. But with a split legislature, reaching a deal could prove challenging. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more.
As Governor Gretchen Whitmer prepares for her final State of the State address as Michigan's governor, her 2027 budget proposal is signaling a continued focus on issues she highlighted in last year's address. And with another year under split government, coming to a final budget agreement may prove difficult.
We're not going to raise taxes. We're not going to raid the rainy day fund. We're going to go and we're going to cut the waste, fraud, and abuse in government, and there's a lot of it.
Whitmer is expected to list roads, literacy, and cutting regulatory red tape as priorities for her last year in office. And her executive budget recommendation suggests a few tax increases to make those things possible. House Republicans say they're open to some of those goals, but Hall says he believes they can find savings without a tax increase.
We have another 3,000 plus ghost employees in state government that Ann Bolin and I have identified.
The divided legislature has already seen some bipartisan movement this year, passing a new law, first proposed by Whitmer, to ban cell phones in K-12 classrooms. Hall says education is an area where bipartisan compromise may continue to be possible.
I do appreciate what the governor is proposing on literacy. We can look to what Mississippi did. They did two things. They made early investments in education. They also put accountability in place.
Whitmer's last State of the State is scheduled for February 25th. Lawmakers will then have 4 months to negotiate and produce their final state budget under the Whitmer administration before the July 1 deadline. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
If you know someone who loves animals or an animal that loves people, one local organization is asking you to share their story. Our own John Truitt explains.
For 51 years, the Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter, better known as UPAWS, has been driven by love, hope, and a deep commitment to animals in need.
Every day, remarkable people and extraordinary animals grace us with their presence here in the Marquette community.
Now the shelter is asking the community to help recognize extraordinary pets and selfless people through the 2026 UPAWS Awards. First up is the Assisi Award,
which is a human with long-standing commitment to animal welfare.
Up next, the Silver Tag Award
is for an animal that has committed lifelong service to a human.
Then the Purple Paw Award
is for an animal that has shown courage and life-changing devotion to a human.
And finally, the Gold Heart Award. It honors a Marquette County person who performed an outstanding act of compassion in 2025 that had a powerful impact on an animal or animals.
I'm sure there's many people and animals out there that we aren't aware of the extraordinary and compassionate things that they are devoted to for their entire life.
Nominations are open now through March 1st, with winners announced on March 20th. All recipients will be honored at the Cause for Paws Gala on April 18th, where they'll personally accept their awards during the annual fundraiser. UPAWS says these awards are about celebrating the quiet heroes, both two-legged and four, who make our community stronger. In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Even astronauts can struggle to stay in shape, so researchers are developing robotic space pants to help crews move more naturally and maintain muscle mass on missions. The soft exosuit uses inflatable artificial muscles to reduce fatigue and improve flexibility inside bulky spacesuits.
So what the suit does is it helps with their knee extension and also with their ankle mobility, because those two joints are the ones that are most affected from wearing a heavy, big spacesuit.
British scientists say the tech could also help people here on Earth, supporting rehabilitation, making exercise easier, or helping with everyday movement. Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, a candlelit snowshoeing event is returning to Iron River. We'll tell you what to expect, and we'll tell you about a brand new event bringing best-selling authors to Manistee. That and more after the break.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
You know, Hard Rock is built on service, from that first cafe to hotels and casinos around the world. That's why on the Hard Rock Bet Casino app, service still comes first.
When you want to withdraw your money, it's secure. Get paid in 30 minutes or less.
When you need help, it's available 24/7. Real service, based right here in the U.S.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
New customers get up to $1,000 back in casino bonus plus 200 bonus spins.
At LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee, we believe that beauty is more than just skin deep. Improve your physical appearance, but also boost your confidence and well-being. We use high-quality products and the latest techniques to provide outstanding results. Our goal is to create a welcoming and inclusive space where you can relax, unwind, and feel your best self. Are you ready? LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee. Be your best you.
Boris Kojo and Garcelle Beauvais' steamy scene.
I love my job.
Because y'all are good friends, so is it awkward?
It keeps it hot at home. You're welcome, Nicole.
Plus Shark Tank's Damon John. Originally you said you didn't want to do it.
They said, well, you're going to have to spend your own money.
On J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
We're getting ready for UP 200 Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is very soon, so all you procrastinators out there, you have just a little more time to get everything that you need. And if you have to run out to the grocery stores, if you have to run to a flower shop, a local chocolate place, things are looking good for tomorrow. Actually really good, with the exception of maybe a wet snowflake or a raindrop. And I say raindrop because it's going to be warm enough out towards the Ironwood area to support that. But as it moves through across the UP for Friday, yeah, it may turn to a bit of that snowy characteristic, but really not impressed by it. Still talk about it because it goes through on our futurecast, but you may see a wet snowflake, a raindrop or two, and then that's it for Friday afternoon onward. We're not going to see too much of any type of precipitation. We're settling into a nice dry pattern, perfect time frame for the weekend. And not only that, you can't see it on your futurecast, of course, but the temperatures are going to be rising up. This is very comfortable, about 20 degrees above average for most of us for a good 48, 36, or even 72 hours. So for tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be looking at the upper 30s for most of the area. The further north you get, of course, up to the Houghton and Eagle Harbor area, you might be stuck into the mid to upper 20s. And then for your Friday night time, the UP 200, it'll still be comfortable. This is going to be around freezing. We might dip into the upper 20s, but our normal high temperature this time of the year is 24, and we're going to be seeing 44, maybe 46. So you can see the extra extra surge of warm air that's going to be making its way up to us for a really nice weekend. So it makes for a very comfortable start to the UP 200. You know, this time of the year can be a real toss-up in terms of temperatures and types of snow. Could be a major snowstorm, could be extreme cold. We're not seeing any of that. Maybe a breeze for the start time of that around 6 o'clock for the opening ceremonies. We get to the midnight run start at 8:30 and the winds should die down. Yeah, we get a touch cooler, but still cooler, still warmer for that time of the day and time of the year. The reason why it gets colder again is, yes, the winds are from the south to start off your Friday, and then they shift and then they turn from the north. So that will, of course, kind of stop the temperatures to keep rising, but that's not going to stop it for the entire weekend. We're looking at lower 40s for Valentine's Day all the way through President's Day, and snow to a minimum. So again, even though there's that snowy background right here, this is just to show you, this is what I have set for this graphic, because at this time of the year, that's what we would expect. But this is an exception for this weekend, and that's perfect because we have lots going on. And this is why that warm surge is on the way, because that jet stream pushes up into the area. But as you'll see on the 7-day, once we pass early next week, we're going to go right back down to those colder temperatures, because even though it does push up, there's colder air knocking on the door and wanting to come right back, saying, you're not going to get the springtime weather for that long. So enjoy it while you can for this weekend, because we go from 40s on President's Day, then Mardi Gras back down to freezing, and then upper 20s for Ash Wednesday.
Kelly, thank you again. As temperatures warm across Marquette, homeowners are getting out in front of a growing concern: roof snow load and ice dams. Crews and residents alike are shoveling rooftops, clearing heavy buildup before melting and refreezing can force water under shingles and into homes. With fluctuating temps ahead, today offered a good window to relieve weight, improve drainage, and prevent costly damage, with safety top of mind for anyone heading up top. A popular snowshoeing opportunity is making a return to Iron River in just a few weeks. The Iron County Trail Club is hosting its second annual Candlelight Snowshoe event on February 28th, offering a free night to hit the trails with family and friends at your own pace. From 3 until 8 p.m., folks can take a stroll through about a mile of the illuminated woods at Taproot Farms. The Trail Club says the route will take about an hour to complete.
We did our first run last year, about 100 people. Really great turnout for the area, and we're hoping to expand that into this year. Take your time, enjoy the scenery, fall in the snow, make an angel. Get a little bit of wonder and excitement in the cold, sometimes dark nights of February.
Soup and hot chocolate will be available as a fundraiser for the Trail Club, but all equipment will be free to rent during the evening. Later this month, book lovers can meet some of their favorite local authors at a new event in Manistee. The Writing North Winter Book Fest will take place at various locations from February 28th through March 1st. Attendees can enjoy panel discussions and book signings with authors from the Northern Great Lakes region, including Karen Dion, the best-selling author of The Marsh King's Daughter, and J.L. Hyde, known for her murder mystery novels often set in a fictionalized version of Delta County.
I feel like plenty of readers don't know that there are so many local authors. It's nice to remind people that it's still a big part of a lot of people's lives. We just wanted to kind of celebrate writing and reading and get everyone in the same space together.
Much of the festival will be held at the Mill, including free family events and creative sessions with children's authors. Other local businesses will be involved throughout the weekend, encouraging visitors to see more of downtown Manistee.
There will be ticketed events, a lot of author symposiums where their different subjects will be discussed, how to find a publisher or getting started writing. At Blue Mystique, there will be a fireside salon, discussion with the author, meet and greet, and that kind of stuff. So it should be a lot of fun.
Tickets for the Writing North Winter Book Fest are now available online. For admission prices and the full schedule of events, visit WZMQ19.com. Mike Ludlam has your look at sports after the break. He has the highlights from tonight's girls basketball matchup between Houghton and Lons. We're back in 2 minutes.
I'm exhausted. Shopping for a mattress is just so confusing.
Sounds like mattress shopophobia. At Slumberland, our sleep counselors are here to help you find the best mattress without any pressure.
But awesome pressure relief.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Even getting out of bed is a struggle.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
And pain.
Good thing you came to Slumberland. This Tempur Pro Adapt provides adaptive support and pressure relief to help you sleep.
Getting out of this bed is gonna be a struggle.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
Good evening, everyone. Iron River's Nick Baumgartner did not win a medal today in the men's Olympic snowboard cross event in Italy, but he provided plenty of excitement during the competition, and he seemed to be pretty happy about his performance. We're not allowed to show any of today's races until tomorrow, but we can tell you Nick qualified 22nd. He avoided a 2-person crash in his quarterfinal, finished second in that, and advanced to the semifinal. The top 2 from each race moved to the next round. In his semifinal race, he missed second place by less than 1/10 of a second and less than a foot. The man who edged Nick, Alessandro Hammerle of Austria, ended up winning his second straight gold medal in another photo finish. Nick competed in the consolation final and was third behind 2 Frenchmen, so he finished 7th overall. After the race, he told NBC he plans on continuing in the sport. Congratulations to Nick on his performance. Nick, by the way, is still 44 years old, 12 years older than everybody else in the event. Baumgartner should be in the mixed team snowboard cross races on Sunday. Turning to GLIAC basketball, Dawson Norgard had 20 points on a layup with 13 seconds remaining to help the Huskies get past Purdue Northwest 63-61. Alyssa Wypich and the Gauni's Ella Mason combined for 33 points as the Tech women edged Purdue Northwest 63-59. Northern men bounced back in a big way, 82-62 over Wayne State. Dylan Keel, Cal Klesmet, and Jackson Dudek combined for 49 points. A rough night for the NMU women. Wayne State winning that one 84-63. And Lake Superior State gets a men's victory over Saginaw Valley, 90-81. Both teams have 5 players in double figures. The Laker men were led by Harrison Sorrell with 20 points and 5 assists. And the LSSU women also win 69-62. 2 players with double-doubles for the Lakers. Grace Bradford, 24 and 10 rebounds. Dana Capaldi had 18 points and 12 boards. Girls high school basketball, the Houghton Gremlins visited Lance this evening. 5-point lead to start the third quarter for Lance. Princess Pierre to Delana Connor for the 3, and the Lance has a 30-22 lead. Sylvia Allen to Quinn Voskel for the bucket, and Lance is up by double digits at 32-22. Houghton gets right back to work. Mia Lawson, Ruby Zawada over to Kate Philpus, and she gets a kind bounce or 2 off the rim. Gremlins back within 8. Then the Gremlins succeed on this sequence. Zawada, Lawson, and Kate Philpus is on the receiving end again. Houghton is back within 6 at 32-26. Purple Hornets strike next. It's Connor to Voskel. Her 3-pointer is solid. Lance is up 35-26, and then they pull away big time, winning this one 64-34. On the board here, Janessa Eagle with 27 points. Ishpeming easily defeats Escanaba 56-29. Gladstone's Eva Panconian broke the three-point record for the Braves. 9 triples, 27 points. Gladstone 64, Gwynn 37. Forest Park by 15 over North Dickinson. Kingsford beats its next-door neighbor, Iron Mountain 43-32. Ewan-Trout Creek easily defeated Ontonagon. It was Hancock 58, Lakeland and Humboldt 31. Baraga by 40 over Dollar Bay. Calumet 58, West Iron County 37. Wakefield takes care of Jeffers by a dozen, 42-30. Ironwood cruises past Watersmeet, 44-19. North Central over Rapid River by 30. Carney-Nadeau downs Bark River Harris, 48-39. Manistee 9 better than Stevenson. And St. Ignace all over Pickford. Plus Cedarville Detour a bucket better than Brimley. And Newberry by 50 over Engadine. To the boys' side, Ethan Marta, 29 points. In case you missed it, he broke the Patriots' all-time scoring record for a boy and a girl last week. Go over the 1,850 mark. Patriots, no trouble with Calumet, 65-17. Jeffers by 10 over Chassell. Bark River Harris defeats Munising by 11. Jack Nelson went over the 1,000-point mark for Ontonagon in the 9-point victory over Ewan-Trout Creek. Jet Buckley with 20 points, 3 others in double figures as Kingsford turns back Peshtigo 55-39. Ironwood downs Watersmeet 76-48. West Iron County wins by 12 at Stevenson, and it was Munising Baptist 68 and Paradise 39. Turning the page to hockey, it is Calumet hosting Kingsford first period. Caden Cronenworth knocks home the rebound at 2:59 of the period to give the Copper Kings a 1-0 lead. A few minutes later, Mr. Cronenworth heads toward the net, shoots. It appears Brady Broberg stuffs home the rebound at 5:17, and the Copper Kings are up by a pair. The blue and gray turn on the afterburners here. Ben Anderson locates Eric Locust for a breakaway, and Calumet has a 3-0 advantage at 6:53 of the first period. Copper Kings not done. Luke Hamlin added a goal at 10:30 coming up here, and Calumet went on to win easily 8-0. Elsewhere in hockey, Traverse City St. Francis blanks Negaunee 6-0, and Petoskey edges Sault Ste. Marie 4-3 in overtime. Team District Wrestling over the past 2 days in Division 2. Escanaba beat Marquette 41-36, Petoskey over the Sioux 54-21, and in the district final, Petoskey 4 better than Escanaba 39-35. In Division 3, this was just a 3-team district. Gladstone won 52-30 over Boyne City and 77-6, taking care of Sheboygan. Also in D3, it was Menominee over Westwood 39-30. Negaunee tiptoes past Kingsford 42-41. And Negaunee wins its first wrestling district since 1991, 60-24 over Menominee. Negaunee and Gladstone will meet in a regional semifinal next Wednesday at Gladstone. Kingsley and Ogama Heights will be the other regional semifinalists. In D4, North Dickinson defeated both Bark River Harris and North Central won twice to take that district title. And it was Norway over Iron Mountain 30-16, but Gwynn wins the district title over Norway 66-17, and we will be right back.
Race to savings at Menards. Life can get a little messy. Menards is here to help with Procter & Gamble products. We carry top brands like Bounty, Tide, and Dawn. Right now, receive a $10 rebate on a single qualifying purchase of $40 or more on Procter & Gamble products. Update your bathroom with a toilet from American Standard. They feature a slow close lid and are engineered to prevent clogs. Pick up the Titan toilet for $199.
Save big money at Menards.
If you don't have final expense insurance, this message is for you. Life Care provides valuable whole life insurance to help cover final expenses, medical bills, burial costs, and unpaid debt. A final expense insurance policy is fast, easy, affordable life insurance, available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exams, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. To find out how you can get final expense insurance with a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, call 800-309-8594.
Watch the Medical Minute, Thursdays at 6 and 11, only on 19 News. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare.
MeTV presents Potter Poetry.
Bull cookies, horse hockey, pigeon pellets, monkey muffins. That's what she said.
Watch Colonel Potter on MASH.
Hot saucy.
Weekdays and Sundays at 7 on MeTV 19.1. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free at the Window Store. You heard that right. Buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. Offer runs from February 2nd to February 27th. Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings only at the Window Store.
And a final check of your spring-like forecast for the weekend. This looks like it should be our high temperatures for tomorrow, but this is the lows for tonight. And then the highs soar to the lower 40s. And yeah, there's still some 30s in there, but we really like to see those green contours on the map, the sunshine, the 40s, even your feels-like temperatures. That's around what the actual temperature should be. So that tells us we're not going to have that extreme cold, no wind chill to deal with. It's still going to feel a comfortable 20-ish degrees for that UP200 time, and the snow really stays out of the way for any outdoor weekend plans. It's flatlined into that low chance for the majority of Saturday. We may get a snowflake or 2 across the entire UP for tomorrow. Then once we clear that, we set the stage for an absolutely beautiful, I'll just say A+ weekend, because even though we might see a few snowflakes, we get about 20-degree warmer temperatures for a good 4 days. Yes, we look into Mardi Gras. That's when we go back to reality, back down to freezing and 20s with snow showers for Ash Wednesday and next Thursday.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, Survivor is no longer just for contestants. To mark season 50 of the CBS reality show, fans can put their survival skills to the test as part of a nationwide scavenger hunt. They'll have the opportunity to strategize, uncover clues, solve riddles, and track down authentic immunity idols, with one hidden in all 50 states. The challenge offers a chance to win a trip to see the Survivor 50 season finale in Los Angeles. Season 50 premieres February 25th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. That's all we have for tonight, everyone. We'll catch you back here tomorrow.
Lily Broadcasting stands with the people of Iran.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture and Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has a large selection for both kitchen and laundry, free delivery, and 0% financing.
Instant games from the Michigan Lottery. With dozens of games to choose from and millions of dollars